Morning folks, this is just a bit of an update about my plans for the season and plans for the channel. There's not going to be any fishing content on this one, so if you're not interested in basically what I'm up to, then feel free to skip. Don't expect a lot of views on this. I am looking for suggestions though. Basically, my plan is to change the channel from fishing and hiking in Scotland to a fishing related term. I've not finalised the name, but it's probably going to be something along the lines of G's Fishing Adventures. What with my name being Graham, and most people call me G or Big G because I'm 6'4". So that's probably the first thing, is I'm going to change the channel to a fishing related one. I'm not doing as much hiking as I used to because I knackered my knee in January. And when I'm doing hiking at short distances, I'm not doing big hills, I'm not doing overnight camps as much as I used to, which is all very disappointing, frankly. But I accept that that's what it is. I can focus a bit more on the fishing. I still get that outdoors time, still get that connection to nature, and that's really important to me. So in terms of the fishing, I plan on doing a fair bit on the Tay estuary because it's only a 5-minute drive or 20-minute walk from my house. Plan on doing a fair bit on the estuary, given a bit of spinning in particular for the first couple of months. I'm basically going to be spinning on the estuary up until mid to late June when I get my annual bonus at work, at which point I do then plan on getting a coastal sea fishing outfit. Obviously suggestions are welcome on that. I was looking at the Vision Coast outfit because apparently the line that it comes with is actually a very good one, and it is designed primarily for sea trout, admittedly in the Baltics, but it is designed primarily for sea trout, so that would be quite good. Other than that, I'm currently on the River Spey. I've had a week off work, so I've been able to do a variety of different things. Oh, there's a train going over the bridge. Yeah, so I'm on the Spey just now. I've got a season ticket for the Spey, and so I plan on coming up here about once a month, doing a day's fishing once a month, roughly. There's nothing happening just now. It's 11:15 in the morning. There's no sign of anything. It's still quite cool, so that's part of why I'm doing this just now, while things warm up before I get ready, get into my waders and all that exciting stuff. I've got a week off, a week up here, literally staying in Newtonmore, in first week in July, roughly. So I plan on spending most of the evenings fishing the river, so there'll be plenty to do then. I'm up with family, so during the day I'll be doing the normal touristy type stuff and going walking and doing all that jazz with the family. I've also got a week off in August, first week in August, over on Harris, so hopefully going to get a bit of fishing on Harris and Lewis, both like the hill lochs, but also coastal fishing, trying a bit of pollock, sea trout, maybe even take the beach caster, try seeing if there's any flatties off the beaches, you know, that sort of thing. Having a proper go at it, and again doing the touristy stuff. Other than that, I'm struggling a bit, and this is kind of where I'm looking for some advice. I had to look at the Dichty yesterday, and it looked pretty dreadful, if I'm being honest. It was perfect time of day, lots of flies hatching. I didn't see a single fish. The couple of areas I've seen have been pretty dismal. I've posted a couple of videos, obviously. I've had one fish on the spinner, but I would like to do more fly fishing rather than spinning, and that area is not particularly good for fly fishing. So I'm mostly writing off the Dichty, unfortunately. But I'm struggling to find other things close to where I live that's going to do with the whole season. I've heard that the Lunan's great at the start of the season, but then becomes a pain for access. The Isla and the Dean are similar, but absolutely horrible for access because they're not maintained and they become heavily overgrown. But again, open to suggestions. I'll let the oyster catchers do their thing. Looking at the Perth District Angling Association, as a possible option. The Tay terrifies me. Big rivers terrify me. I don't have a clue what I'm doing with them. So that would be very much a learning experience for me. I'm keen to try it though. Unlike the Upper Spey here, where it's not a big river, it's quite a nice river here. The Tay terrifies me, but it does have little bits on the Erne and a bit on the Ericht, so there's options there, and it's only 35 quid for the season, so that's a possibility. But I am definitely open to suggestions. What hiking I do, I'm hoping to try and get some hill loch fishing in. I want to fish Loch Brandy this season, and I'm hoping to go back to Loch Ossian. I feel like I've got unfinished business there after travelling all the way up there last season, fishing for an hour or so, getting not a thing. I plan on trying to spend the proper days fishing Ossian, see if I can figure out where the fish are and what's working, take both spinning and fly gear, so, since I've now got a travel spinning rod and a travel fly rod. So give that a try, and a few other hill lochs and stuff. But again, this is where I'm looking for suggestions. So if anybody's got any suggestions on what would be good near me, I live in Broughty Ferry, so what would be good within a reasonable drive for me, I'm absolutely up for it. I think I'm going to fish on the River Erne tomorrow, the Creef Angling Club section, because I think that's probably about as far as I'd willingly travel, if it was a reasonably cheap permit. But again, just have to see. I say that, I'm just driven 2 hours to come to Newtonmore, but the Spey's different. I love it up here, it's beautiful. It's utterly beautiful. So much to see and do. I've had times when I've been fishing and there've been red deer walking across the river just up from me and things like that. So the Spey's something special. Not necessarily from a fishing perspective, but it's special from a wildlife, it's special from nature. I just love it here. So, but yeah, I'm open to suggestions, I'm open for suggestions, not just for places to fish. Obviously I'm going for that coastal fishing outfit. If anybody's got experience of that Vision Coast outfit, let me know. Anybody's got any suggestions in a similar sort of price range, it's about £350–400 for the whole outfit, including the line, let me know. I'm open to suggestions. But anyway, anybody who's stayed till this end, to this point, thank you very much. And yeah, hopefully, look forward to hear from you. Thanks for your time.